Good morning, and welcome to Daily Inspiration Journey. I'm Nora, and today I want to share something very special that is coming soon. My new book is titled Grieving Someone Who Is Still Alive, and along with it, there will also be a companion workbook called Workbook for Healing and Reflection, Grieving Someone Who Is Still Alive. This book was written for the person who is carrying a kind of grief that is not always easy to explain. Because sometimes grief does not come from death. Sometimes grief comes from distance. Sometimes grief comes from silence. Sometimes grief comes from a relationship that has changed. Sometimes grief comes from loving someone who is still here, but they are no longer present in your life the way they used to be. And that kind of grief can be very painful. It can be confusing. It can be quiet. And sometimes it can feel lonely because people may not always understand what you are grieving. They may say, but they are still alive. They may wonder why you are hurting. They may not understand that you can miss someone who is still living. You can miss the closeness. You can miss the conversations. You can miss the trust. You can miss the person they used to be. You can miss the relationship you hoped would heal. You can miss what you prayed for, what you waited for, and what you thought would last. This book was written for that kind of heart. It was written for the person who is trying to release pain without becoming bitter. It was written for the person who is learning how to grieve with dignity. It was written for the person who wants to heal, but does not want to pretend that the hurt was not real. Grieving someone who is still alive is a gentle guide for releasing, rebuilding, and living free. It offers encouragement, reflection, faith, and hope for the journey. And the companion workbook was created to help you go deeper. The workbook gives you space to write, space to reflect, space to pray, space to be honest with yourself. It includes journal prompts, exercises, and guided reflections to help you process your emotions one page at a time. Because healing is not always instant. Sometimes healing comes slowly. Sometimes it comes through tears. Sometimes it comes through writing what you were never able to say out loud. Sometimes it comes through prayer. Sometimes it comes through finally giving yourself permission to stop carrying what was never yours to carry forever. This book and workbook were created for anyone who has experienced emotional loss, family pain, distance, disappointment, broken trust, or a relationship that has changed in a way that still hurts. It is for the mother. It is for the daughter. It is for the son. It is for the friend. It is for the person who keeps showing up strong on the outside while quietly grieving on the inside. And I want you to know this. You are not alone. Your grief is real. Your pain matters. Your healing matters. And God can meet you right in the middle of what you do not fully understand. Coming soon. Grieving someone who is still alive, along with the companion workbook for healing and reflection, will be available to help guide you through this healing journey. My prayer is that these pages will bring comfort to your heart, clarity to your thoughts, and hope to your spirit. I pray that as you read, reflect, write, and pray, you will begin to feel lighter. I pray that you will begin to release what has wounded you. I pray that you will begin to rebuild what pain tried to break. And I pray that, little by little, you will begin to live free. So stay connected with Daily Inspiration Journey for updates, encouragement, and the official release announcement. Thank you for being here. Thank you for walking this journey with me. And remember, Healing is possible. Hope is still alive. And even in grief, God can still bring peace. Coming soon. Grieving someone who is still alive, and the companion workbook for healing and reflection. By Nora, Rosena, Daniel, Graham. May your heart be comforted. May your spirit be strengthened. And may your healing journey begin with grace.